Hello there and welcome to Game 4 of the semi-final. That transition was brought to you by Tightrope, who's New Zealand's finest player, caster, and now Adobe After Effects artist, apparently. I'm watching Asiamint, who's 1-2 down in this series, and he's going to be battling hard against Devem's scrim partner in the north, Isildur. Are you proud of you? Do you call him your boy? Do you have a camaraderie with this guy at the moment, Devem?
Yeah, I do. We practiced together through the whole 2 weeks up until this tournament, and I think he's a very good player. And I was hoping to see him win this. No caster bias, of course.
No caster bias whatsoever. Indeed. But yeah, there's always caster biases. My bias tends to run whoever's losing. If I want to make some good YouTube content, I just start rooting for whoever's losing to please get me that 3 cents per 10 million views ad revenue. I want a nice juicy 40-minute video. Come on, my son. And then it never happens, of course. And I never get my 3 cents. But anyway, Ostrup and push in. We've got the MG42 backing him up. Isildur's out for blood. He's gone for the most metaist of meta commanders. It is indeed Mecha Godzilla himself. Defense, doctrine, community tactics, or something.
Yeah, it's the other Ostrup commander that you have available, and he's going full meta. I think he wants to close out the series right here and now.
But if they're using all these now, in the grand final tomorrow, they don't get to use these commanders again, Devem. So, I mean, what are they going to be left with, quite frankly? Lightning War?
I think that Ossir has a lot of commanders that are viable, not just Ostrup. They are definitely probably, the best commander, but the G43 upgrade that is in a lot of commanders is very useful for the grands anyway. So I think that as long as you play Ossir with one of those, you're going to be fine. I'm not even sure if he used the 5-man grand yet, the commander.
Got the Austrian pushing into the center as both players posture for position right now. They're just sizing one another up. You can tell Isildur, of course, 2-1 up in this best of 5 series, is the stronger, is feeling stronger right now, but Asiamint is, quite frankly, one of the best players in the world, or certainly the best newcomer in the last half a decade for my money. He's now going with penal battalions there, Devem. It's going to slow him down a little bit on the build order, but certainly a lot of more damage, isn't it?
Yeah, that's interesting. Usually you go for that tier 1 play against Ostrup if you want a scout car, but I don't see a scout car. Because obviously Ostrup don't have the FOSS right now.
No, they don't. Not until they tech. And, there we go. Just still need a building planted, and they don't have one quite yet. Nice flank here by Izzy.
Yeah, he's getting his fuel back, and he obviously got Asiamint's fuel on the other side of the map.
Indeed, double fuel is a perilous predicament for Asiamint to be in. We're going to have, of course, a flak half-track a lot sooner. Not flak half-track, a flamer half-track. A lot sooner than one would anticipate. But look at this! Asiamint is going to get the penal battalions with the PTRS upgrade in an M3. No, he's not. He's cancelled it. Damn it! That would have been so cool!
It's going to be a flamethrower in that scout car, and I think it's the right seat.
Aww, yeah. What up against a 251 half-track? Hey, I know I'm a noob, but that would have been cool, right?
Well, you can still do it later on.
We could have done. And we do have the MG42 from Isildur, of course, planted now at the 2 base exits here. There is, of course, a northern base exit, which he's going to utilise as we live and breathe. MG42, meanwhile, is going to reposition, knowing this, and it's just going to set up behind the hedgerow and look to dominate the centre.
Yeah, and we got Migrants coming in, trying to secure that south side now to get that fuel back.
Ostrupen are ebbing. So the Panzergrenadiers ebb away. All units of Isildur are on high alert now because we've got a Soviet uprising. They're deciding to exit their base prison, and they need to see to this. We also have conscripts now fully in the north.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Asiamint can sell the M3A1 just as it was about to come out, and now he started building it up again.
Oh, that is bad. That's showing you that he's doubting himself. He's had no intel from Isildur quite yet to make him doubt himself that much to not go for the M3. He had two options with it. He can go for the flamethrower or the PTRS penals if he was... Yeah, he's going to go for PTRS penals, it seems. But Isildur now, he hasn't got the... Oh, he is getting the 251. I was about to say he has time to cancel the 251 and just go for, you know, a stall for Panzer IV or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that he wants to play this safe because obviously that's very doable, but it puts you more at risk than usual build order.
It's a beautiful map, of course, as the M3 now is on a bush-crushing rampage, it would seem.
We have the flamethrower out, and he cancel, he cancelled the half track in order to get into the field to counter this M3 scout car.
MP40s, Car 98Ks and STGs all against this conscript behind heavy cover. And they're blocked in right now, oh my god! I've not seen that.
Oh god.
That is epic,
no
what the hell? Oh my god, he blocked him in and got the bundle nade off! Is that just drag selecting that did that? How did he do that? Because I didn't see any ghosting.
Sometimes when you put the units like right together in the sandbags that happens. I remember that happening.
Did Isildur have an input on that though? Did he drag select him in there or something, like stop the models from retreating or something? Was there any manipulation at all?
No, I think it was lucky, to be honest. I think sometimes you could have done that on purpose of putting the squad right near the conscript, but you never have full control of if it's going to end up blocking or not.
We're going to call it a bug then, I guess, rather than a deliberate manipulation. But to be honest, anything to stop that sandbag spam. I'm really I hate sandbag spam from frontline infantry, so I wish they didn't have it. So I'd be all up for that mechanic. But then again, everybody knows that I like exploits. I let the Master League patrons vote on if we allow exploits or not, and they said no. And I was internally, I was like, oh. Anyway, got the 222 and the Panzer Grenadiers going north. Just had a Faust in on the M3. Penal Battalion are trying to hold the line for the Radina, but Isildur is unstoppable right now. He looks destined for the grand final tomorrow.
Yeah, he's trying to finish the game right now. Asiamint
Bundle nade. Dodge, a lot of health diminished though, Devon.
Also have a shock trooper squad. Which, to be fair, is I don't think it's the best option because he's going to go up against a Flamer half track soon and a 222.
He is indeed, and oh dear, there it is. It's just upgraded against the conscripts. Even with a damaged engine, it's still now a very tough customer.
Yeah, he really needs to start spamming those mini T-guns right now.
Yeah, he's going to need 2 of them. But he's had no fuel, so the Snowball Wehrmacht machine, the war machine, is now in full operation. And it's a very difficult train to stop in motion.
It is indeed. As we see the 222 engaging the shock troopers.
We got a creative name of the funny comment in chat. It's shocks into /L. That's the build order. Shocks into /L. Here we go. We got PTRS M3. He's on the. He's going to save this game for Asiamint. He's going to destroy both vehicles, then go into base and launch an amazing satchel and wipe out all of the squads. You heard it here first.
Now we have the PTRS finals in the Scout Guard. This is what we wanted, right?
I told you this would win the game for Asiamint. 5 minutes ago, Devon. 5 minutes ago.
Okay, so it's a little late, but still.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just going to give it a cinematic treatment because it is the saving grace of Asiamint's army. We do also have the M42 out as well as he rebuilds the sandbags in the centre. What are those tank traps for? I've always wanted to ask Spanky why we have 3 tank traps in the centre. He just wants to annoy people, I think. Let's use this moment to have a little look at the stats as well, not just have a cinematic moment. And we can see that Izzy is in a fine lead. If you check out points held, he's in a dominant position. He was 10 points versus 5 at 1 point, so that's pretty dominant.
We also have a preemptive pack. Yeah, he's expecting the T70, but it's not even near completion.
Flamethrower is hit twice by the M42, and the Ostroupen getting its way as well. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers holding strong for Isildur in the south. Asiamint bossed game 1, Devem. Isildur was like, I said he was warming up. He's warmed up now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's looking very strong right now. Feels like he has his confidence back.
Certainly appears so, as the combat engineers versus the Ostrupen here. And Asiamint does hold the centre, but as you can see on the mini-map, well, I'll give you the TAC map instead, rather. Whilst this is happening, and the Ostrupen could indeed die, bad camera work, could indeed die.
Just about to survive. Still, that was a very late retreat that Asiamint could have capitalized on.
222 does
deflection.
some...
Almost took out the entry.
Oh, is that what nearly died? Fair enough, there we go. Missed that one, and Asiamint doesn't need any deaths right now. He can't afford another, quite frankly. We've got shock troops versus 222 in the northeast as the penal battalions come to help out. Versus, they could get an anti-tank satchel off here. They throw it. Oh, the shock troops is going to suicide it. He's going to kill the shock troops with it. Oh, that could have been so cool.
No.
Damn it. He couldn't quite get the explosion off. It wasn't, I don't think it was like facing the right way for the AoE, or maybe the troops got behind the wall just in time. That could have been epic.
That's the very first mistake that we see coming in from Isildur this game.
Yeah, he got way too close. We saw that in game 3, didn't we? We saw that he got a little bit, I don't want to say cocky, but, you know, he put foot off the pedal. A tiny bit. Nice mine there. That was juicy. Took the foot off the pedal, and that's what happens, you know. You lose your concentration. Life is a constant battle to not do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's right. That's also what separates best players from the good players. Is that ability to keep yourself focused throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a juicy shot from the Pack 40 and a Faust to finish the job. A lucky roll for Asiamint. Yeah, he only lost one model.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you lose the whole squad on that. But yeah, basically Company View is a bit like chess in the sense that a blunder will cost you the game sometimes. Even if it's even if the opponent blundered throughout the whole game, do a major one, you're going to lose.
Indeed.
It's about whoever blunders less.
It is a true battle of endurance at times. It's probably one of the most beautiful competitive games of all time for the people that actually know that it is. A lot of people think KO2 was a failure at launch. It never evolved, never got even close to KO1 standards, but it certainly has, and it's a very, very nice game to play these days if your computer can make sure you don't bug splat, which certainly has happened for me after 4 years of upgrading. I finally got a PC that does not bug splat.
Didn't you bug splat the other day though?
No, I haven't bug splat since I upgraded.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You must have had a dream about me bug splatting, Devon.
Just wait for it to happen though. It will happen.
Will it really? Okay. Devon, of course, the king of the bug splat. Some say he invented it.
Yeah, I weaponized it.
Penal Battalion could threaten. No, they don't have enough for a satchel on retreat here. Conscripts pushing in to take the fuel. Asiamint certainly pushing back out, but do you know why he's doing that? Because of course Izzy has prioritised teching for the Panzer IV. He's gotten tier 3 down, and he's only recoiling slightly right now, and it is just a recoil. He'll be back in a moment with that Panzer IV.
Yeah, I think the map control we are seeing is the fact that the P4 is still not on the field, and Isildur didn't have the right composition to fight that many T-guns. But yeah, in the next few minutes I think the map control will change back to Izzy's favor.
Ostrupen. Oh, trying to push out for Isildur now, and he also has Panzer Grenadiers on the retreat path here. They're not going to bother with the 18. There's a satchel as well. That's cheeky from Asiamint. I don't know what he expected there. He kills the cover at least, and then retreats into... we've just seen completely misplays. Wasting of munitions.
They're getting tired now. It's okay.
Certainly must be. They've played flat out for the first 3 games of this epic best of 5 series, we can afford them a little moment's respite as the Panzer IV makes its presence felt and the Panzer Grenadiers are forced away. But the map is getting back into Isildur hands right now. He's on a double fuel cap. Panzer IV forces away the shock troops.
I have my doubts about the double shock trooper.
Yeah. The main advantage of conscripts surely is, Soviets surely is like the low reinforced costs, and shock troops remove that.
Yeah, I think 1 is okay, but 2 seems too much.
And don't forget penal battalions, so he's certainly got a lot more manpower attrition than he otherwise would do. He's got 3 elite squads.
Yeah, I think that's because of that he'll struggle to attack up. That might be a problem in the future for him.
Shock troops pushing out under the watchful gaze of the minesweeper of the combat engineers, but here comes the Panzer IV and elites slash rear echelon squads there, with the Panzer Grenadiers and the Osttruppen helping each other out. But it's like a buddy cop, isn't it? I bet the Panzer Grenadiers hate the Osttruppen because they're like, you know, not even from Germany and they're not super well trained Ubermensch. And yeah, buddy cop comedy here. As, the Pioneers have put another S-mine in the centre. Good crowd control.
Yeah, Asiamint only has 1 super.
Predictive bundle nade into the conscript's path. Nearly gets a full squad wipe there, but we also have the M42 obliterating S-mines field using attack ground. That could pick up some health damage at least.
Good attempt from Asiamint to try to get that wipe on the B-Gren with the grenade. Didn't quite get it.
Look at this map control for your man from England, indeed. Formerly known as Isildur, he's protracted his name to Izzy. Dev, everybody seems to be doing that. Jay's done it as well. That was Jay for Jet. I'm just going to call you Dev from now on.
Yeah, I'm going to change my nickname now. I think that's one too many letters.
Yeah, 1 less letters. 25% reduction in letter usage. You're saving the internet for everybody else. As the Panzer IV is he's just eating M42 shots for days. As his units are pushed into a pocket here.
Maybe I should change my name just to D. That could probably open up a lot of jokes.
The big D. Somebody asked why T-70. Basically, the algorithm for effective Soviet players, if you don't have a T-70, build a T-70. Because the best backbone unit is the 222's looking for a T-70 destruction here. It's going to get it as well. It's rear armor of the T-70 showing. Can he survive? He's trying to show that frontal armor. And the M42's possibly save the day.
He's going to lose the scout car.
Oh, he is, yeah.
That was almost good, yeah. But I think the T-70 is that light vehicle that you can justify being built 18 minutes into the game. Probably the only one.
Well, I think as well, back in the day, OKW, when they were a little bit more powerful than they were, you could always build a Panzer II Lukes and make good use of it. You know, it's like a mopper-upper on the sides, but they don't really have that anymore, it seems. They just don't have the stability to be able to do that. I blame the folks.
There's also that utility that the T-70 offers in terms of vision. It's very valuable.
Look at this map control. It's Isildur's been all over him this game.
Yeah, Isildur has his number.
And it is only 12 o'clock at night time, or in the morning on Monday, for Asian. No excuses. That's prime time, surely. Kappa.
I just don't see how Asiamint can kind of push into the field with no tier 4 tech.
Panzer IV here. Go on, what are you going to say?
I think that's because of the second shock trooper, to be honest. Those that manpower sink. I think it was too much.
Yeah, it's funneled into manpower, constant reinforcement, and he's floating fuel as well. So there's the perfect showing of the build order choices of Asiamint is not accurate. If you've not utilised, not what a bundle nade that was, by the way. Combat engineers obliterated. But as I say, if you've got fuel in the bank, Devon, that's not good, is it? That means you've been spending too much on reinforcement cost.
Yeah, he still has to reinforce all these units that are now coming into base. while Easy is probably working on the next P4 soon.
M42's being forced back for now as Isildur's just constantly being aggressive, pushing in and out and keeping Asiamint on his toes at all times. He can't rest up the Korean. The Englishman is battling. Go on, what have you seen, Devem?
It's not the second P4, he actually teched up.
Has he? Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe a Panzerwerfer even, or a Brumbear. I mean, something with indirect fire capabilities perhaps. Maybe he feels like he's dominating and doesn't need more anti-armor kind of generalist tanks.
You are right, it's a Brumbar.
Oh yeah, there you go. There used to be a Brumbear on this map, but you know why it was removed?
No, why?
Because OKW could salvage it for fuel.
Are you kidding? Really?
No, yeah. It was reported during, I think 2 tournaments ago, yeah. Look at this repair time as Asiamint is forced to throw in the towel. He's tapped out, and you have your first grand finalist. It is indeed Izzy. Devem, of course, predicted that Asiamint would win this 3-0.
Yeah, I did.
He just
I'm
told
very
me.
proud of it.
He just reminded me he did indeed predict Izzy 3-1. That was his prediction when we were talking yesterday, and that's come true. So it's all just complete, WWE kind of. Devem's the storyline writer.
Exactly. I'm happy to see that he was able to perform today up to his standards. Kept his composure, especially after he started off on the wrong foot with that first loss. But I think he came back just fine.
Certainly did, and Devem, we now have the next semi-final. Helping Hands versus Kimbo. I now want your prediction for that series. Don't pull any punches. I want your scoreline and the winner, please.
I guess it depends on how much Kimbo is going to troll today. If he plays to his fullest, I believe that's going to be a 3-0 from Kimbo.
Yep.
But I don't know what Hans has prepared, because Hans is kind of player to kind of come in with some weird strategies. So it might happen that he takes 1 or 2 games of Kimbo, but still, I think that most of the time I'm expecting Kimbo to win 3-0.
Yeah, to be honest, I've noticed the same as you, Dev. Kimbo, legitimate. Sorry, you can't prove it, so I'm not speaking as a tourney organizer now. This isn't like a threat or an accusation. This is a caster that knows his shit, that's been watching top-level players play for years. Kimbo deliberately underplays for fun sometimes. He literally, he just has fun and he extends series just to get practice in. I once cast a best of 7 with him and Markov, and obviously we know Kimbo's better than Markov, but Markov won the first 2 games. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again, So it's one of those. But, I mean, I think Helping Hands is a surprise package, and he can be extremely good. And I think it's difficult for Devem to say, because of course Hans cast all of those Devem games and was pointing out all the things Devem could do better. All of those, like, he really needs to be building barbed wire here.
Hey, so Von Ivan, do you really need to cast next series?
So yeah, we have of course spoken to Von Ivan. He's jumping in the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna find a Von Ivan picture as well. So still chat I was trying not to swear on a Master League stream. Just chat the chats with Devem, and let's find a good Von Ivan picture. I've got loads of. I've been doing this stuff for way too long, Dev. I've got so much stuff saved down now. It's just silly. Like I've gone to Windows 10 and I put Von Ivan in. I've got like 10 Von Ivan graphics from over the years.
Just folders and folders with.
Yeah. I mean, some people collect porn. I seem to collect. Oh, this is one. I don't know. This is one from. This is vintage. I'm liking this. Let's change you over, Devem, and you'll become Von Ivan before our very eyes. I found a good one.
Let's get Van Ivan in here.
Yeah, we'll swap you over in just one moment. I'm just going to take a break and I'll swap him over on the break. But whilst I'm in this scene, I'm going to swap things over momentarily. Let me just get my casting overlay set up as well for the next series. It's looking good. Make sure the score's leveled out at 0-0.
What's your prediction, by the way, coming into this
My
series?
prediction. Oh, you want to hear mine? Okay. 3-1 Kimbo. I'm going to say. But I would not be surprised if it was a lot closer than that. I have a bit more faith in Helping Hands than a lot of people do, because I see him as like a dark horse, because he becomes such a meme over the years. But I'm not so sure he really is.
Again.
I've got some other good ones. I'm going to swap yours out. So watch my stream. I'm going to swap you. I've got another one I could have used for you, by the way. This is what I was saying. Let me show you the other one that could have been for you. I could have used, for example, this one.
See it yet? That's a very good one.
That was from King of the Hill.
We need to update them though. We need new ones.
We do, yeah. I can't be spending all my time in Photoshop making player graphics. We got I don't know when this is from. That's I don't know why it's red, but there's a red Von Ivan. I don't know why I even have that. What's that about?
It's the Goliath from America, the destroyer.
We are, of course, going to go with Nicolas Cage for Von Ivan. I think that's a good one. Yeah, and
could have photoshopped like his eyes being red and glowing into that red photo.
Aerofield knows which video it's used as a thumbnail for. That's you're not the guy that keeps making those phone calls with heavy breathing, are you, Aerofield? No, just joking. Right. That was very good knowledge, though. Sometimes I get a little bit weirded out when people actually know, like, YouTube videos I've made from 4 years ago and they remember them. I'm like, oh, God. It's like, people watch my stuff. Oh, I need to be careful. Sorry, I'm only joking, of course. Let's change DevM over now. Before we say goodbye to the man, I'm just going to take advantage of being into this screen. What shall we say for... Chaos Master. There we go. Well, Ivan, Chaos Master.
Yes.
That's funny. Oh, God. Anyway, Devon, thank you very much for casting. As always, you are a natural at it. You've got great kind of feel for when you should not talk and talk. And, I think if we ever did esports professionally and you wanted to, crash out in round 2 again, we'd always have you in the booth whenever we can.
Yeah, it was very fun to cast, to be honest. Always is with you. And I expect now that we have a great cast from Von Ivan and yourself, and I'm going to be watching.
Excellent, and I'll see you there, guys. We're gonna now go over to a break screen. As I've been corrected, it should indeed be Captain of Chaos. I mean, I coined that phrase, so I should probably know that, shouldn't I? But anyway, thank you, Devon, and good luck in the next tournament. We're not fully decided where that is yet. I'm going to let the patrons do some voting, I believe, but it may be sooner than everybody thinks, and there may be more opportunities than everybody thinks as well. So that's pretty
Glad to
high.
hear that.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. So we're going to try and get as much ML action in before the World Championships without completely bitching ourselves out, basically. Obviously, the ML is meant to be community-led and strong community, and if we just become a qualification event for the World Championships, I don't think that would be our USP. But there will indeed be some really good opportunities before the World Championships to earn ML ranking points. So there you go. Thank you again, Devem. I can't say it enough. I'm gonna say it one more time, and see you soon, dude. And
See you, mate.
See you, mate. And guys, we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. Cheers.